Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jasmine J here at CCN Studios, and we have a special episode here talking about an upcoming event. Before we do that, I want to go around, introduce everyone, let them know who you are and what you do, and then we're going to dig right in. So, Whitney, what's up? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Whitney, your real estate game changer. So, I do real estate in the city of Houston.
I'm Janelle Compton. I'm your success strategist. So I teach business owners how to sell. Not necessarily sell. I teach real estate agents how to sell real estate, and I teach startup businesses how to strategize and scale their business.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm Christopher Allen, and I'm the owner of Shoot Your Shot. Photography is my expertise. Content creation is next, and I'm happy to be here.
All right. And I'm Jasmine J. I'm the CEO of the business umbrella, CCN Network and CCN Studios. And I like to create on the business side. So, Janelle, tell us about this upcoming event we got coming on the 4th.
So it's Selfie Soiree. I actually got the idea from Chris. Chris did I do a business clinic every year to help businesses get together and build out their business plan for the next coming year. I like to do it in October because that's really when the government calendar ends. And he was like, we should do a selfie party together.
Yeah.
Well, me being me, selfie party is very underrated. So I was like, we're going to make it a soiree. We're going to make it. So we're going to make it about what I like to do is collaborate and bring people into a room together. So we're going to bring it in. We're going to do it at a vendor style. So vendors will actually get to come in and take their videos, make 30-second commercials, take their pictures, and understand really what content is. I love what Chris brings to the thing about teaching you actually how to do it with your phone. But it's one of the business tools that we use the least, and we need to start doing it more. And so I am in the business of helping businesses, and you guys are in the business of making them be great and online. Yeah. And so I thought it would be a great idea.
I totally agree. So, Chris, tell us like your history and how you came up doing Shoot Your Shot and your idea behind collaborating with Janelle.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we all know content is king, right?
Yeah.
You almost cannot have it if you're in business. So I look back and I've been creating content for clients and associates for years, over 10 years. But now it's a buzzword, it's popular, but we actually need to know how to do it successfully so it makes sense, so we're not wasting time. So I had to literally sit down and say, hey, what do I want to add to the content creation department, the world, right? So for me, it's fun. Have fun with it because I know as a first generation millennial myself, it doesn't come easy for us. Right. Me and Janelle have talked about that before. The new generations that come along, they're born into it, so it's kind of natural. But for us, we have to get comfortable with ourselves in front of the camera.
Yes.
So my approach isn't super technical. It's more so if I can make you have fun, you're going to be learning through the process and then pass them on to Janelle, who now you can talk about strategy, or yourself, you can talk about strategy for your business.
Definitely. And I think that what's so great about it is the whole implementation process because we learn things and we see they'll benefit us. But then when we walk out of these conferences or these networking events, it's like, what's next? Like, how do I actually implement this into my business?
Yeah.
So Whitney, being in real estate, how has content affected your business?
So like Chris said, content is king. So without content and visibility, it's kind of hard to do business. So with having content such as yourself and Chris to help us, get our business out there, it helps grow our business and reach a different mass of people.
So, we're talking heavily about content. What's the take on marketing? Do you believe that you need content and marketing, or do you believe content can just, as long as you have content, you don't really need marketing? I've always been interested to see what other people's perspective was on that.
So I believe that one of the biggest things I want to help people understand is that content is not marketing.
Correct.
Right. Marketing is about putting your business out there in a strategic manner, and you use the content as the source of the marketing. So you definitely need both. Yeah.
Very beautifully put.
I can add to that from trial and error. You can put out content yourself for years, but it never leads to anything if you didn't say, what did I want this content to do for me and my business? That's where that comes into play,
or who is that content even reaching? So when you put the content out there, is it reaching your target audience? Is it reaching the people that it needs to reach? That's when the marketing part comes in.
Yeah. And that's why here at CCN, we make it very important. Like we do marketing strategies. Well, me, period. I'm all about planning.
Yeah.
So I do strategic plans, marketing plans, anything that needs to be done within the business. I create a plan because I believe once you write it down, then it makes it easier to manifest. But also it keeps it structured. Like you say, with the plan, we know who's our target audience. We know what are we measuring. We know what to look at to say, okay, yes, this content is working. It's not working. So I definitely believe that people should have a marketing plan, which includes content as a tool.
Yeah. So I've been teaching my clients this, like, who does your social media or your online presence speak to? Because a lot of times the message that we're delivering with our content is for ourselves. It's not necessarily for the people we're trying to reach. So without a target audience and without a demographic, you could be sending the wrong message and spending a lot of time spinning your wheels. And I think that's what this is what I wanted to do. Yeah. I want us all to bring in the tips and the trades so that we can start being profitable with the content that we're putting out instead of just doing it, because that's just motion. And we always mistake movement for achievement.
Yes. Oh, that's so true. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to this event because I love the whole collaboration and community part. Because we really believe that one marketing strategy is connected to your community, because once your community feels connected to you, they're going to buy from you. And we've worked with different realtors, and they trip out when we sit down in front of them and it's like, your content does not have to be you in a house showing the house. Like,
I swear.
Put that in a bag and leave that in 2023. Because the people want to know who you are. Once they know who you are and can connect with you, then when it's time to buy a house, who I'm gonna call?
So the house is the byproduct, and that's what I teach my clients all the time. That's why Whitney looked at me like that. I say, leave dancing and opening doors in 2023.
For sure.
If you can't solve a problem, you will always be broke. So let your business solve a problem the community has, and people will continue to do business with you. They know you sell houses because you're a realtor. You do not have to dance in front of houses and signs. That does not sell houses. Can you solve my problem? Can you teach me how to go from where I'm at now to that front door? That's the content that they need.
Yes, definitely. And educational content is highly consumed. I know I'm always on YouTube trying to find the next thing. So, but those people are making content to educate us, so it attracts us to them. And I think that realtors or just people in business, period, should focus more on educating your community, giving them something, solving the problem. So I definitely agree with that. So the event is an evening event. Why'd you pick an evening time?
That's the soiree part of it. That's the over the top and fabulous part of me. I believe we should get dressed apart, right? And we definitely have to get to the point where we're dressing for the success that we want to have.
For sure.
And so I want people to come in the character of the person that they are trying to portray to the world. And you don't get to do that in business all the time. When we're in the hustle and bustle and, like we are trying to get the barbecue man. Well, he got a barbecue shirt on, but when he comes in, you don't really want to market that. You want to market who you are and record your content and your product.
Yes.
So that's the reason I made it at in the evening time. And it just allows more people to come because they're not in business. So it's times when we work in our business and it's time we work on our business. So in the evening time, we work on it.
So if someone was, and this is a question for everybody, if someone was considering coming to the event, but they haven't quite made up their mind, what is one thing you would tell them? Whitney.
Put Whitney on the spot. There you go.
Right. So one thing I would tell them about coming, if you really want to get your business out here, come see the different ways and the different types of people who are doing it. So for me, watching people who look like me, who are me, be successful, create content and do it, it helps me and it makes me want to imitate that.
Yeah.
So if you interested in, building your business, growing your content, then come check it out and then, see what everybody else is doing and see how you can grow from that.
Sure. I think what I want them to know is that we've been doing it wrong so long. Come in a room. This is an opportunity for you to learn. And for the people who are afraid like me, I know it's crazy, but video is the worst thing for me. But when I come in and I see other people doing it, the environment becomes contagious. So if you want to start changing your seat in different rooms, come in this room. You're going to learn something. You're going to have fun, and you leave with an idea of how to make your business grow.
Definitely.
Yep. My word is empowerment. And like she said, show up, be in the room.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. A lot of people that I've met or that has befriended me, I'll invite them somewhere. And just by being in a room, you will get something unexpected, a new client. You meet somebody that inspires you. But the empowerment part is, like you said, once you see everyone with their phone out, creating content, practicing, it's not something scary. Right. Those are the rooms you want to be in 2024. It's a brand new year. So you really should be in the room now.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I agree with all that. And like I stated earlier, definitely implementation. So if you're on borderline, I mean, if you're, trying to make up your mind if you want to come to the event or not, I say that if you're ready to implement and take your business to the next level, then it's not even a question. You have to be in the room because like they say, it's contagious. And then I'm a big fan of showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to show up for yourself. You have to put yourself in those rooms where those connections can be made. So before we close out, is there anything else that you would want to say specifically to people who are considering coming to the event?
I want you to come in with an open mind to have fun and learn something. Every time I'm with Chris, even with Whitney, I learned something that I've never learned before. He taught me how to take my tool that I already have. Everybody has a cell phone.
Right.
So if you have a cell phone and you have a business and you're not reaching the people and you want to grow and make an extra $10,000 to $15,000, this one environment can help you change that projector. So come in, because if you can't use extra money, then don't. But if you can, come on.
We'll see you there.
Yeah.
For sure. What about you, Chris?
The question, I was mesmerized because I'm always learning from Janelle. What specifically did you ask?
So I was saying before we close out, is there anything that you want to tell anybody pertaining to the event?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I've already been just getting the word out, telling some of my business friends to sign up, register. It's a lot easier when it's you guys are hosting it. But for me, it's important because this is where your inspiration is going to come from. You're going to leave the event wanting to put together a play, as people say, for yourself in implementing content creation in your business. And you can do it immediately because we're talking about phones. And if it's too hard, you're probably not going to do it, but we're making it easy and digestible.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question before I get to Whitney. So is this event only for realtors?
It's not for realtors. These are for vendors. These are for business owners. These are for startup with people with an idea, right? I'm inviting DJs. I'm inviting corporate people who are actually looking to start their own business. This is where you come in and find the people who are going to help you grow.
Okay. Yeah. So as a realtor, why do other realtors need to be in the building?
Content king. So if you're looking to grow your business in 2024, you're going to need content. And what's the best place to come get it? At the Selfie Survey. Come learn how to do content yourself. And also get some new tips from Chris. He'll be there. And grow your business in 2024.
For sure.
Can I add one thing to that? Because as a creative, we'll look at even realtors. And if you don't know what to do, people tend to mock what they see. And you'll see the same thing over and over.
Correct.
But we really want to drive the idea, find your originality, find your authentic self. Yeah.
Right.
You've never seen me dance in a video. That's not my thing.
I actually have one in my phone, but that's not the end of that.
You will not see me dance.
You won't.
I understand.
Like, and here's my thing. You probably didn't know what to do. So this and that, I want to help you be like, who are you? Look in the mirror, because that's where the selfie starts. Yeah. To me, that's a real conversation.
For sure.
Because we got to be who we are outside, not just in our house.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to figure out who I wanted to portray on camera. Like when I first started, I was trying this idea, some in my car, some in the park, I was just trying different things. And then I was like, none of that fits me. Like, that's not me. Yeah. I had to go, like you said, go look in the mirror and figure out who I want to be on camera.
What business owners really need to understand is that we're selling us.
Yes.
Right. The product comes next, but we have to convince people. I learned in a class, in my speaking classes, that if you can compel a person, you can sell a person.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to learn. We're going to learn how to compel ourselves, because a lot of us don't know ourselves. We are our biggest ticket. So you're going to come in the room and learn how to sell you with a simple tool.
Yes, yes, yes. So, few questions for the audience. Will there be food?
Yes, there will be light bites.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the dress code?
Career based.
All right. And what about drinks?
We're working on it.
Okay. All right. So, at the event, CCN will be joining with y'all's efforts to teach people, well, really to show them, because we're going to have a content corner where we'll be interviewing different the entrepreneurs or the people that are there, and from their interviews, we're able to produce them a quick marketing plan that they could actually walk out the room with, and we're going to take some time to show them how it really starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
People buy from people.
Absolutely.
So as long as you can connect with yourself and your brand is connected to who you really are, content becomes easy. But when you are one person and then you're portraying your business or something as something else, then that's when content becomes difficult, because you don't know. You want to be yourself. You want to cuss a little bit, but then you want to be professional a little bit. At the end of the day, people want to know who you are, your true authentic self. And I hope that that's what we can bring to the table on the 4th.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be really great, because when I went to your event and I saw you help make us do it right there in the moment, having podcast tips, having recording tips, having business tips right there in the moment of what audiences really want to see. That's why you want to be in the room, because we could have been doing it wrong all this time, and now you're going to get to do it right.
And one thing that the world is really big on right now is instant gratification. So you'll get instant gratification right there at the Selfie Soiree.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be amazing. So to close out, Janelle, if you could look right here at the camera and give them an invitation to the event.
So I invite you to the Selfie Soiree, not the Selfie Soiree, but the first Selfie Soiree. We plan to do this over and over again, to come out and bring your business to light. Come out on January 4th. What's the address? I need the address.
5510 Lawndale.
5510 Lawndale. It's going to start at 6. You won't regret coming in. Come on.
All right. And that's it with a special episode of CCGO promoting the upcoming event, the Selfie Soiree.